Good morning. Thank you for coming. Appreciate everyone being here. Welcome to the USS Midway and the 4th Annual Salvation Army National Donut Day Eating Contest. Welcome. My name is Colonel Lee Lesco. I'm the Divisional Secretary for the Salvation Army in San Diego. We're excited to be back. It actually has been 2 years because of the pandemic, but this is the 4th annual eating contest and actually 13 years of celebrating Donut Day with our partner, which I'll introduce in just a moment. This actually commemorates the beginning of the Salvation Army's services to veterans some 100 years ago when our National Commander Evangeline Booth sent the Hallelujah Lassies, and you'll see some of the Lassies, there they are up there. They're representing them, but actual Salvation Army personnel went to the front lines in World War I to bring a little bit of comfort and home to the soldiers there. And it was an amazing thing. The Salvation Army continues to serve our veterans today. This is, as I said, the 13th anniversary of the Salvation Army's relationship with our Donut Day sponsor, BakeMark. BakeMark, along with the 1,600 independently owned and operated donut shops, have donated more than $120,000 for programs aimed at helping the veterans through the Salvation Army programs. Today is a fun day, but also just a day to honor our veterans as well. But I hope you did get a donut on your way in, and there's t-shirts for a $25 contribution if you want to get that. So now it's my pleasure to start this celebration off with the Martin Luther King Jr. Choir, who will get things started with our national anthem. Please welcome the Martin Luther King Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful. Thank you, Martin Luther King Jr. Choir. You'll hear from them again in just a few minutes. The Salvation Army provides all manner of assistance to veterans, everything from shelter to job skills, training, employment assistance through our Veterans Employment Service. And you find a table when we came in if you need any more information. You'll also see a table for our Adult Rehabilitation Center that has provided many, many hours of service also to veterans. Isn't this a great ship, the USS Midway? Love being here. How many is the first time down on the USS Midway? Good. Well, make sure you get a chance to look around and to have it here. The Midway is no stranger to events, and just last month, the Midway hosted the red carpet premiere of Top Gun. Anybody was here for that? I know some of the docents were. It's a great event. And today we're going to have the donut eating contest right here on the Midway. Donut Day may sound like sort of a frivolous thing, but the work behind it, changing lives of men and women who have worn the nation's uniform, could not be more profound and more important. The Midway is a constant reminder of our debt to the United States veterans and to the sailors and the soldiers, particularly and Marines, all over the United States. They preserved our freedom. So we want to keep that in mind. And I'd like to ask Al Pierce to join me on the stage. Give him a hand. Al Pierce was a veteran Navy pilot who started volunteering on the Midway in 2009 and part of both the docent and the safety teams. Al has accumulated near 23,000 volunteer hours over the past 13 years. And Al is a current Volunteer of the Year here on the Midway. Salvation Army is an organization that relies on volunteers Al is an inspiration. So we want to honor him today with just a little certificate of our appreciation for Al, for all that he's done, for his volunteer service. Al, on behalf of the Salvation Army, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Salvation Army, and bon appetit.
Also representing the Midway is Jim Riley. I think Jim is here.
Well, good morning, everybody, and what a great day it's going to be here. And so the Midway is honored to host such a great organization as the Salvation Army that does so much good for our veterans. And Colonel Leoscano had mentioned about preserving the legacy, and that is our mission, is to preserve the legacy of the Midway and those that served on the Midway, as well as inspire, educate, and entertain our guests. And so you're all welcome to stay afterwards and tour the ship. And again, I want to thank Colonel Leoscano and his wonderful group for having us here today. Thank you.
And Jim, stay by. We're going to do a picture with you as well, and we do have just of our thank you for the Midway for all that you've done. And get a photo there. There you go.
Okay. Thank you, Colonel.
Jim. God bless.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
As I said earlier, Donut Day sponsor BakeMark has now been with us for 13 years. They and all the participating donut shops they represent have helped us change the lives of many, many, many veterans. And we have the honor to serve alongside them. Please welcome from BakeMark, the Director of Marketing, Mr. David Lopez.
Thank you very much, Colonels. Everyone have a good time? All right. At BakeMark, maybe most of you have not heard of us before, but we're actually the largest manufacturer and distributor to all the bakeries and donut shops and grocery stores across North America. And so representing them, we're very honored here to be here partnering with the Salvation Army. This is definitely an event that we look forward to every single year. We've been doing this for 13 years, and we look forward to this event quite a bit because we get to not only show support for our veterans, but also our donut shop, the small business owners that serve our communities and serve delicious donuts. And so on behalf of BakeMark, we are very much honored to be a part of this event once again. And as we do every year to show our appreciation, we always share our love and support through the form of a donation. So at this time, we will go ahead and present that check to the Salvation Army for their continued efforts in what they do for our veterans. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Thank you. Come this way, actually. We also have something special. BakeMark has been such a great partner over the years, and again, 120,000 generated so far. So the Salvation Army has a special plaque that we'd like to present to you, David. With great appreciation to BakeMark and recognition of your continued support of our programs dedicated to helping veterans.
Thank you very much. Say a couple more, please.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And we really just want to focus the attention back to our veterans. If we can have a show of hands, those that are veterans here among us. Outstanding. And those that are active duty, yes, please, another round of applause. They're the reason why we do this. They're the reason why we're here. And we're just so happy and so honored to be a part of this. So thank you very much for all that you do for us. Thank you.
Thank you. We're getting close to the main event. I know you're excited about that. And our professional leaders are getting their game faces, game stomachs on, however that works. But we do want to stop and thank you. Couldn't be here today, but we want to thank Mayor Todd Gloria for providing the proclamation for the city from the city of San Diego for Donut Day. So we have that. So we're thankful for the city's support on that. And I think Policy Advisor Emily Bonner from Council Member Steve Whitburn's office is joining us here today. Are you here? There you go. Thank you so much for being here, for your support. Now, Donut Lassies, stay ready with a trophy for the donut corner in just a minute. And also we will have the choir back in just a moment. Can you feel the excitement, right? If you haven't seen one of these contests, it's just amazing. So the time has come. Some of the best competitive eaters in the country have gathered here on this flight deck to compete for the famous BakeMark belt. Do we have that there? Or do you know? Okay. We'll show that later. And it goes to the day's donut eating champion. The current record is 55 donuts, 55 in 8 minutes. It's crazy. All right. But before we get started, please welcome back the Martin Luther King Junior Choir, Martin Luther King Junior Choir, as they perform God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the lights from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains to the prairies, from the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your being here to be part of this great celebration. God bless you. Now, I'm going to turn the stage over to the professionals, the professional eaters, that is, and the Major League Eating Association. And let me introduce to you, please welcome MLE's own Mr. Sam Barclay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me get onto my stage. I mean our stage, it is not all mine. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome. Thanks to each and every one of you for choosing to spend your National Donut Day here with us. My name is, thank you very much from the rear of the stage. My name is Sam Barclay. I am from Major League Eating. We are the world body that governs and sanctions all stomach-centric sports. Why is that funny? I will not have the integrity of this contest, this momentous occasion called into question. Madam, your laughter smells like mockery. You love it. Exactly. You will love it. This is the day of all days, and we celebrate National Donut Day the only way we know how at Major League Eating, and that is to eat a lot of BakeMark donuts, and to do so very, very quickly. We would not be anywhere else. I am humbled to be here to play but a small part in proceedings. I'll soon be joined on this stage by 7 of the greatest eaters who have ever walked the earth. They will take to the stage and they will eat as many BakeMark glazed donuts as they can in 8 minutes. Whoever eats the most will be declared the winner. San Diego, you are far too intelligent for me to pretend that that is a complicated way of doing things. Eat the most, win the thing. Eat the least, come last. It's a meritocracy at Major League Eating, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee you that. What is at stake? Why do we do this? 2 things. Money. You're in the 619, you're bowling, you all got stacks. So when I say money, no, come on, we all know that. We all know that, come on, that's fair. When I say money, people in San Diego go, yeah, I got that. Whatevs. Money! Exactly, you're still my people. And glory, let's deal with the money first, ladies and gentlemen. $2,000 US dollars on the line here today. $1,000 to first place, increasingly less down to 5th. If you place 6th or 7th, you get free donuts. which is payment in and of itself. A lot of glory, as the great David Lopez mentioned earlier in his opening remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I believe, or perhaps it was the Colonel. World record is on the line here today, 55 glazed donuts in but 8 minutes. But the winner here today, ladies and gentlemen, world record or not, will be able to walk the streets of San Diego and the world for the next 12 months at least as the donut eating champion of the world. You go to Thanksgiving, your mom gives you that look like, what are you doing with your life? You're like, well, donut eating champion, Mum. Mum will back up. Put Mum in her place this Thanksgiving by winning the thing. $2,000 on the line, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000 to first place. Before I get going, I do want to give some shout-outs. I want to give some shout-outs, ladies and gentlemen, to some amazing people who have made this day happen. First and foremost, thanks to our friends at the Salvation Army California Southern Division, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, if you are not clapping for the Salvation Army, thank you, Navy. They get it. Seriously, when I say thank you to the Salvation Army, they're like, what have they ever done? Please, answer a lot of very important services. As it relates to this event in particular, thanks to the great Jake Minger, ladies and gentlemen, for my right-hand man in the preparation from the Salvation Army side, the great Minnie Williams on the video and the social, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to our friends at BakeMark, the great David Lopez and the entire team at BakeMark, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to our friends, old and new, at the USS Midway Museum. What an honor it is to walk on this flight deck. And if you don't think for the past 4 months as we've been planning this, that I haven't tried to incorporate the words flight deck as much as possible when talking about this contest, you'll be very much mistaken. Hey Sam, where's that Salvation Army donut thing? On the flight deck of the USS Midway Museum. I just love saying flight deck. It gets me very excited. I'm on a flight deck, man! Look at me now! I told you I'd make it! I'm on a flight deck. Thank you. Thank you to the great Dave Kuntz. Thank you to the great Bailey Hammett for all of your help in staging us and hosting us here today. Thank you to our incredible donut lassies, ladies and gentlemen, assisting in the resupply of donuts during the flurry of competition that is about to unfurl like a dragon's tail. Something that unfurls. Thank you to the amazing MLK Junior Choir, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your incredible renditions of incredible songs. To our shops, to our local donut shops, as you ascended the stairs to the flight deck, I hope you availed yourselves on this National Donut Day of what I can only describe as the world's greatest donuts. Thank you, of course, to Peterson's Donut Corner. Where are my Peterson's peeps? Over there, manning the station. At work. That's Peterson's for you. Hey, Peterson's, you want to slack off and watch? No, I'm working. That's Peterson's Donut Corner in a nutshell. Thank you to Mary's on Main. What's your name, sir? Joel? I would have assumed it was Mary, given the name of the business, but it's Joel Mary, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Joel. Have as much passion in your life for the things that you do as Joel Mary has for his donuts. That'd be my advice. Thank you, of course, to San Diego's finest donuts. Where are my SDFD peeps? Thank you very much, sir. When naming a donut shop in San Diego, you can't get much better than San Diego Finest Donuts. It just says everything you need to say. So thank you to our people, Salvation Army people, BakeMark people, USS Midway Museum, Donut Lassies, our shops. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to the 619. Thanks for coming out and enjoying today. Without you all here today, it just wouldn't be the same. So thank you for coming out. You, young man, have got the spirit, and I like it. You're rocking and rolling. Okay. Are you guys ready to do this? Okay. That is below par. It's National Donut Day. You're on the flight deck of the USS Midway. You're about to see the 4th annual Salvation Army National Donut Day World Donut Eating Championship of the world. So when I ask a simple question, such as, are you ready to do this, which I will reiterate momentarily, I would expect a commensurate response that captures the energy and passion and fervor that is beating in your heart as we approach 0 hour. To do this! Acceptable. DJ, first track. Ladies and gentlemen of San Diego, California, and the world, walk with me in lockstep towards a better and brighter tomorrow, starting right here. For here, under this bruised platinum sky, we await the swinging sword of justice, wielded by truth herself, to behead the weak and to raise up the pure of heart. For this is the Salvation Army National Donut Day World Donut Eating Championship! Now is the hour when glory calls, brothers and sisters, and only the bravest shall stand to answer. I will be joined on this stage by 7 brave sons and daughters of 7 proud mothers, and they will fight. They will fight until but one is standing, ladies and gentlemen, the donut eating champion of the world! Right here in the sanctum sanctorum of salvation, this Mount Sinai of mastication, this Colosseum of competitive eating. So it is written, and so it shall be. Let the contest begin! A U.S. Marine. He is a competitive eater. And buns in 10 minutes. 112 chicken wings in the same amount of time. 9 dozen oysters in 8 minutes. Even though he is from Dallas, Texas, where there are no 5 hours to speak of, I give you Alex Perez. Our next contestant does not eat food. He bullies food into submission. He bullies food and he takes food's lunch money. And he buys more food. And he bullies that food, and he takes that food's lunch money, and a cycle of domination, pain, and suffering will go on and on until the last bird flaps its wings. But it's not called competitive nicing, is it? It's called competitive eating. Ladies and gentlemen, in his first Major League Eating event as a Major League eater from Salem, Oregon, Ryan Roda. 47 years ago to the day he was born, ladies and gentlemen, a shock of black hair, 7 pounds, and a birthmark in the shape of a donut on his left buttock. And for the past 47 years to the day, that birthmark has operated as a talisman, guiding him through time and space to this place at this moment in time. Ranked number 53 in the world from San Francisco, Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez. He is the most romantic eater in the history of competitive eating. Ladies, after couples pottery class, he will rent a rowboat and glide you across a crystalline lake to a secluded meadow filled with dandelions. The same dandelions you told him reminded you of your childhood. And there, over a bottle of moderately priced California Red Blend, he will recite the following poem. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and I love eating donuts on flight decks. Ranked number 41 in the world from North Hollywood, California, the great Doug Ecks. Doug Ecks, ladies and gentlemen. Heavy D on deck! 31 donuts in 8 minutes. 142 Japanese gyoza dumplings in 10 minutes. 18 and a half brats in the same amount of time. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 23 in the world for a reason. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Heavy D, L Hendrickson. She is an award-winning mathematics teacher, ladies and gentlemen, who each and every day of her life lends her considerable intellectual and emotional strengths to help the educational outcomes for countless thousands in the greater Tucson, Arizona area. Thanks to her efforts, thanks to her doing what is right, they may have a future. They may have a chance at the American dream. But today the teacher will learn a lesson of her own, that absolutely none of that matters, that the only measure of a human being's true worth is how many BakeMark donuts they can consume in 8 minutes. That is not editorializing, that is simply fact. The number 2 ranked female eater in the world, ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 9 overall, the great Michelle Lesco. Bend the knee to the one true queen, ladies and gentlemen. The number 1 ranked female eater on the planet, ranked number 5 overall. 7-time Nathan's Famous Women's Hot Dog Eating Champion of the World. 48 1/2 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. 119 hard-boiled eggs in 8 minutes. 16 1/2 pints of ice cream in 6 minutes. From heaven itself, via Tampa, Florida, Miki Sudo. Miki Sudo is here. Let's give our eaters a moment to set their positions. Miki Sudo and Michelle Lesco both appear to be using coffee at this event, a popular choice. Let's just pause that right there. We're going to start that track after our 5-second countdown. You take your time, Michelle. I mean, it's only crowd of millions in person and live via the internet. If you are watching this via the live stream on the internet, thank you for pointing your mouse in our direction. That looks very precarious, Michelle Lesco. See, take a lesson from Heavy D here. Heavy D has brought what I imagine will be filled with box wine at the conclusion of the contest. He's not wrong. Michelle, there is no judgment. Come on, eaters. Let's get it together. Michelle, how are you doing? You're doing great? Miki Sudo, how are you doing? You broke your necklace. It is right there, right by your right foot. Yep. Oh, crisis averted. Where do you... I have a pocket. Yes, a pocket would be a good spot. Where do I put this necklace piece? Oh, my pocket.
It's on the back, though.
Okay. Take care of you take care of your pockets. Eaters, are you ready? Moose, are you ready? Doug Ecks, are you ready? Heavy D's ready. I know Heavy D was born ready. People of San Diego and the world, are you ready? Men and women in uniform at the back, are you ready? Thank you very much for your service. Thank you. If you are ready, and only if you are ready, the unready can silence themselves in disgrace. This is for the ready only. An 8-minute all-you-can-eat buffet limited to donuts. Help me count it down in the time-honored tradition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! They are off and racing, ladies and gentlemen. Miki Sudo is at a 1 donut per 5-second pace. If she can keep this up, she will consume 96 donuts in 8 minutes. That is highly unlikely, but we'll see if she can do it. 30 seconds down. They are off and racing, ladies and gentlemen. This is no sprint, ladies and gentlemen. This is no sprint. Our eaters are permitted to dunk their BakeMark donuts. Sergio Perez, you are on debris watch already, brother. Let's clean that up. Let's keep it nice and clean. Moose Perez working with intent. Michelle Lesco dunking into coffee, it would seem. 5-second dunking rule in effect, of course, as is custom in Major League Eating. Heavy D has already got 8 donuts down. It's Heavy D push. Heavy D is pushing the ladies. So does Michelle Lesco. Miki Sudo, however, working on donut number 11, a little over 1 minute into the contest. An extraordinary pace being set here today by our top-ranked competitor, the great Miki Sudo. These donuts are no snack, ladies and gentlemen. They are no snack. They will define who will leave the arena today, the donut eating champion of the world. A title bound to impress anybody's mother. Sergio, let's keep that clean. Ryan Rodacker, competitive eating legend, eating for the first time as an official Major League Eater, moving steadily with 10 down. Michelle Lesco picking up the pace. Excellently done by Pamela at the back. A round of applause for Pamela. She's already resupplied Miki Sudo with what I can only call military precision on that donut pass. 2.5 minutes down. Miki Sudo 17.5 down. Not even 3 minutes into the contest. These are not like magic donuts that are easy to eat. These are like donut donuts. where you might have one or possibly two at a mandatory meeting in the conference room at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday that your boss purchases, so that apparently you're meant to be happy with a mandatory meeting in the conference room at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday. Your boss is like, but I got donuts. And you're like, but I had to get here an hour early. Damn right you bought me donuts. We're approaching the halfway. Heavy D! Heavy D moving on to Heavy D needs more. Milvia, let's get Heavy D another plate. That's perfect. And again from Milvia, textbook passing. Where are the sisters in the crowd giving it up for Miki Sudo? Ryan Rodacker, you are on debris. You are on debris notice. We must clean this up. You're just right here on your plate. You must clean that up. You must clean that up. We're over the 4-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. It is past halfway. If you need to go now, you should have gone before we left home. There is no point turning back. Michelle Lesco settling into a rhythm. You can see her bouncing. These dance moves will be seen on the nightclub dance floors of San Diego's finest clubs later this evening. She's doing the donut shuffle. It is a dance craze that is sweeping the 619 by storm. Derek Hendrickson, absolutely a study in efficiency. A study in efficiency. He's using what appears to be some sort of carbonated free Fanta, perhaps an orangeade, as his beverage, but he's dunking in what appears to be horchata, or perhaps it just started as water, and because of the donut power, it has now got an horchata consistency. A little under 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. And it's certainly not every day you get to say horchata on a flight deck. If you get the chance, do that. Trust me, it feels good. Our donut lassies are working overtime, keeping an eagle eye on proceedings. That's 5.5 down, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 minutes to go. San Diego, I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. It's with this amount of noise, it's like I'm in LA, like this sort of whatever. San Diego! Exactamente. And the sun blesses us all. The sun shines on Major League Eating, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Michelle Lesco seems confused. Miki Sudo, let's finish that plate before we move on to the next. Doug Ecks, the 5-second rule. I'm seeing a very clean set of plates from Derek Hendrickson. If this goes down to debris, I'm wondering if Derek might have it, because he's eating clean. Michelle Lesco, can she catch up? It appears to be Miki Sudo edging ahead. It's hard to get a total count on these plates, but Miki is well over 35 donuts. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute to go! The more noise you make, the more they will eat. That is a scientific fact. That is not hyperbole. I hear the guttural cries. This is like mile 18 of the marathon. Oh, the jump! The boogie! The donut shuffle! I love everything about it. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to push towards glory. Ladies and gentlemen, to define yourself as the donut eating champion of the world. 20 seconds! 20 seconds, contestants! 20 seconds, San Diego! Ladies and gentlemen of San Diego, that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down your donuts. Sergio, that's... No, that goes out. Thanks. It is not pretty, but it is beautiful. Much like the symphonies of Mahler or Rothko's late works. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the beautiful task of adjudicating the results, a task that my dry cleaner loves. I'm going to adjudicate these results. We've got some chill out music. We've been raving too hard. We're going to go to the chill out room, calm down for a little bit, and then we'll be back with the presentation. I'd like to invite our good Colonel and David Lopez from BakeMark to join me for the presentations on the stage. Thank you. Okay, eaters, could I ask you just to take a step back from the table while I do the presentations. DJ Sean on the ones and twos. A round of applause for DJ Sean. DJ Sean will be DJing at San Diego's finest nightclubs later this evening. He plays better stuff than this, promise. DJ Sean, let's go to the next track. The results are in, ladies and gentlemen. In fifth place, $50 richer with 15 donuts in 8 minutes, the great Sergio Reyes Raya, ladies and gentlemen. In fourth place, $150 richer in his debut as a Major League Eater, Ryan Rodacker with 22.5, ladies and gentlemen. In third place, $500 richer, I believe. No, $300 richer. 300. Shush. Michelle Lesco with 26. I want Miki Sudo here. And I want Derek Hendrickson. Either side of me, you know how this works. DJ Sean, let's pause the music right there. One of these eaters ate 37 donuts in 8 minutes. The other eater ate 39 and a half. One of these eaters will walk the streets of San Diego and the world for the next 12 months with their head held high. The donut eating champion of the world. The other will wake tomorrow morning in sorrow, pity, and regret. What could have been? 2.5 donuts. I could have done it, but I didn't do it. And the not doing it is important. They are expensive donuts, Miki Sudo. 2.5 donuts, a price differential of $500, but who cares about $500? That comes and goes like the sun. It's the glory, Hendrickson. Your winner! With 39 and 1/2 BakeMark donuts. Miki Sudo, ladies and gentlemen. Next track, DJ. Miki Sudo with 39 and 1/2 BakeMark donuts in 8 minutes. The great L Hendrickson, ladies and gentlemen. His top finish in his burgeoning eating career. He has staked his mark here today, ladies and gentlemen. Hendrickson Heavy D is not to be trifled with. 37 donuts in 8 minutes. Thank you to the Salvation Army. Thank you to BakeMark. Thank you to the USS Midway Museum. Thank you to our men and women in uniform. Thank you to the MLK Junior Choir. Thank you to the 619. Thank you to this great republic. May God continue to bless these United States of America. Thank you and good night.